Hello. In last video, you were studied something about operation of single phase transformer under load and no load condition with a phasor diagram. In this video, let us study open circuit and short circuit test on single phase transformer. Now, this is a transformer which is under test. So what all the meters required for the conduction of open circuit and short circuit test? So there is an wattmeter is required, and a voltmeter is required, and a ammeter is required, and even auto transformer is also required. Now the transformer which is under test, the rating of a transformer is single phase 230 volt 115 volt 3 kVA transformer. Now the wattmeter rating you can observe 150 volt 1 ampere 0 to 2 0.2 power factor single phase wattmeter, and voltmeter is 0 to 300 volt moving iron. Ammeter range is 0 to 1 ampere moving iron. Then auto transformer, rating of auto transformer is single phase 230 volt 0 to 200 volt 15 ampere auto transformer. Now the connections as made as per the circuit diagram. Here the transformer connection, you can observe the transformer connection. So this is a step down transformer. So in this case, so this is what LV side of a transformer, this is a HV side of a transformer. In open circuit test, the HV side of a transformer is kept open. Then LV side of a transformer, it is energized by supply voltage, and some meters are connected in between supply and LV side of a transformer. So those are the wattmeter, ammeter, and a voltmeter in order to measure no load power, no load current, and supply voltage. Now initially when this switch is closed, then single phase supply is introduced into auto transformer, then go on vary the voltage with respect to the LV side of a transformer. So it gives the voltmeter reading, that is 115 volt. Then during that case, note down the ammeter reading, so which gives the no load current. This is very small current you can obtain, and no load power can be obtained, and the no load voltage. So these meter readings are tabulated here. So first one is open circuit voltage. So this is the VOC, open circuit voltage. Then open circuit current. So this current is open circuit current, IOC. And iron loss. So this is the what? The open circuit power. So it gives the what? The power loss. So this is a constant loss you can obtain by the what? Open circuit test. So constant loss, it is nothing but what? It is a iron loss, or it is also called as a what? Core loss, which can be represented by what? W or WOC. So this is what? Open circuit test. How the open circuit test can be conducted. How it is conducted? Initially HV side is kept open, LV side supply is given. Initially just vary the supply with respect to the LV side. So rated voltage is given. So that extent, note down all the meter readings. So this voltmeter, it gives the open circuit voltage. This ammeter, it gives the open circuit current, and this wattmeter reading, it gives the what? The iron loss or core loss, or it is also called as a what? Constant loss. Next, short circuit test. Now this is a circuit diagram of a short circuit test. Now in this test, just observe the transformer which is under test. So here LV side is short circuited with a thick conductor, and HV side is introduced with about supply through some meters, that is wattmeter, ammeter, and voltmeter in order to measure short circuit current, short circuit voltage, and what the short circuit power, or it is also called as what the copper loss. So similarly here the reduced voltage is given, reduced voltage in the sense of what, with respective current. So what is the rated current of a transformer? With respect to the rated current of a transformer, the supply is given here. That extent, note down the voltmeter reading and the wattmeter reading. So which gives the short circuit voltage, short circuit current, and short circuit power. It is nothing but the copper loss. So this is about the short circuit test. Now these are the some calculations can be made. Open circuit test. So here no load power factor can be determined by cos phi naught is equals to, so this is WOC divided by VOC into IOC. So just to correct this one, WOC divided by VOC into IOC, where WOC is open circuit power in watts, VOC is open circuit voltage in volts, IOC is open circuit current in ampere. Resistance to account for core loss. So whatever the core loss you can obtain, or iron loss you can obtain, so that due to that core loss, what is the value of the resistance, that R suffix C, that can be calculated by using the formula VOC divided by IOC into cos phi naught. Cos phi naught is already calculated here. Then you know VOC value, IOC value, then you can substitute these values in this equation, you can get resistance for the core loss. Then magnetizing reactance you can calculate it by using the formula, that is Xm is equals to VOC divided by IOC into sin phi naught. You know cos phi naught, from this cos phi naught just take down the phi naught value. Phi naught is equals to that cos inverse of the value, then you will get some angle phi naught, then substitute that angle here, then you will get the Xm value, that is magnetizing reactance. Now by short circuit test observation, now we need to calculate these parameters, equivalent winding resistance with as referred to what, HV side. This is what, primary side. HV side means what here, primary side, that is R01. So that can be calculated as WSC divided by ISC square. So this is nothing but what, copper loss component, that is WSC is equals to ISC square into R01. So since R01 can be calculated by, that is R01 is equals to WSC divided by ISC square, where WSC is short circuit power in watts, ISC short circuit current in ampere. Now equivalent winding resistance referred to LV side, so that can be calculated by using formula R02 is equals to R01 K square, where K is the transformation ratio. You can consider any transformation ratio. Here voltage ratio is to be considered, that is V2 divided by V1. Usually voltage ratio is to be considered because these are the constant parameters. So since by substituting this ratio here and multiplied this with the water, the equivalent winding resistance referred to HV side, that is R01, you will get the equivalent winding resistance referred to LV side, that is R02. Then equivalent winding impedance referred to HV side, that is Z01. So again this is a simple formula that can be calculated by VSC by ISC. Then equivalent winding resistance referred to LV side. So again this can be calculated by Z02 is equals to Z01 K square ohm. Again K is the transformation ratio. Here you can consider the transformation ratio as a voltage ratio, that is V2 divided by V1. Then substitute here, that value can be multiplied by Z01, you will get the equivalent winding impedance referred to LV side. Now equivalent winding reactance referred to HV side. So same thing, if you know the equivalent winding resistance, equivalent winding reactance, winding impedance, then similarly you can get the equivalent winding reactance, that is X01 is equals to square root of Z01 square minus R01 square. Because this is nothing but impedance, that is Z01 square is equals to X01 square plus R01 square. Here just I removed X01 is equals to square root of Z01 square minus R01 square. Equivalent winding reactance refer to LV side, that is X02. So similarly here X01 into K square, again K is the transformation ratio, then you can calculate transformation ratio by V2 divided by V1. This is the voltage ratio. Then this value is multiplied by X01, you will get X02. Now to find efficiency, how to calculate efficiency? In order to calculate efficiency, we need that constant loss. This can be obtained by the open circuit test result, rated short circuit current, that is I2 SC. So this can be obtained by that short circuit test. Then some transformer rating, that is kVA rating of transformer, copper loss at full load current, so that can be obtained by the short circuit test. Output for the power factor, that is V2 into I2 cos phi. Total power loss can be given as this is sum of what? The iron loss and the copper loss, that is W not WOC plus WSC. Then this is the output you can obtain, that is X into kVA into cos phi in watts, where X is in fraction of load. So kVA is power rating of transformer. Then you will get output. Then cos phi is the power factor. So copper loss, that can be obtained by X square into WSC in watts. Again X is the what? Fraction of load. Either it may be of half load, full load, 1/4 load. In that case we can consider that is X. So here WSC ISC copper loss is in short circuit condition, where X is again fraction of load. Then total power loss is equals to sum of copper loss plus iron loss. Then finally the percentage efficiency can be calculated by using this formula, output divided by output per total losses. That means output divided by, actually this is input. Input we can write it as a output plus total losses. Then you can write percentage efficiency is equals to V into IL cos phi divided by V into IL cos phi plus WT. So VIL cos phi is nothing but output. So here also just written V into IL cos phi. Total loss is WT. This is nothing but WI plus WSC. Now tabular column to find efficiency. You know rated secondary voltage of a transformer and constant losses. So this can be obtained by the open circuit test, that is the iron losses. Then load current, you know the load current, so that can be tabulated here. Then copper loss, for the short circuit test copper loss can be calculated tabulated here. And output you can calculate by VIL into cos phi. So you will get output. Then total loss, you know from open circuit test iron loss, short circuit test copper loss, just add these two, you will get a total loss. Then calculate percentage efficiency by using what? The formula, that is output divided by output plus total losses. Now to find a regulation, a percentage voltage regulation can be calculated by, you know what do you mean by the voltage regulation? So this is the change in the voltage from no load to full load. So it is nothing but percentage voltage regulation. Now percentage voltage regulation can be calculated by using the formula, that is I2 R0 to cos phi plus I2 X0 to sin phi divided by E2 into 100. You know at rated full load current and rated load voltage, if there is a rated full load current and rated load voltage, if you will get the percentage voltage regulation value is a positive, so that means what? This is a lagging power factor or unity power factor. If you will get for this load condition, that is full load current and rated load voltage, then you will get, if the value can get negative for, that means what? This is what? Leading power factor. Now this is a tabular column. So for different power factor you can calculate the percentage voltage regulation. So by using that formula that we discussed about in earlier slide, leading power factor percentage regulation, so that also you can tabulate for the what? Different power factor till 0 to what? 0 power factor to what? Unity power factor. All day efficiency of a transformer. All day efficiency, it means that the power consumed by the transformer throughout the day. It is defined as the ratio of output power to the input power in kilowatt hour or watt hour of the transformer over 24 hours. So that means overall per day. So that means so this all day efficiency, it can be calculated in case of what, a distribution transformer, because distribution transformer, we cannot judge the efficiency of a distribution transformer at particular extent, because each and every extent the load will be changing. So obviously if the load is changing, so obviously its efficiency go on changes. So in that case the all day efficiency can be calculated. That means that its output power and input power ratio overall water 24 hours, so that can be tabulated. This can be obtained in terms of water watt hour or kilowatt hour. Mathematically it is represented as all day efficiency, that is equals to output in kilowatt hour divided by input in kilowatt hour for 24 hours. So here the all day efficiency of a transformer depends on their load cycle. So what I said, load is continuously changing. The load cycle of a transformer means the repetition of load on it for a specific period. So whatever the load change will be taken place, so this load will be what, either repeated load. So for example, a transformer is having a load of what, 500 kilowatt. If the 500 kilowatt is there, so this load may drop into what, 100 kilowatt, or it may go to what, 200 kilowatt or 400 kilowatt, whatever it may be. So 100 kilowatt whatever you obtain, so this you can obtain what, continuously for 2 hours, continuously for 1 hour, or what, so first at the beginning hour you can get 100 kilowatt, then second hour you can get 200 kilowatt, then next again you can get what, 100 kilowatt. That means what, so this load will be what, you can obtain what, repeatedly. So in that case the efficiency of that particular transformer, it is very difficult to what, to calculate, since in that case the all day efficiency can be calculated. Some transformer efficiency cannot be judged by simple commercial efficiency, as the load on certain transformer fluctuate throughout the day. So what I said, so commercial efficiency we cannot judge on such type of transformers like distribution transformer. Here for example, the distribution transformer energizes for 24 hours, but they deliver very light loads for the major portion of the day, and they do not supply rated or full load, and most of the time the distribution transformer has 50 to 75% load on it. So in whatever be the load condition, so but that particular extent, so we cannot judge the commercial efficiency of the transformer. In that case we need to calculate all day efficiency of a transformer. As we know that there are various losses in the transformer, such as iron and copper losses. The iron loss takes place at the core of a transformer. Thus the iron or core loss occurs for the whole day in the distribution transformer. Obviously you know that there are two types of losses are occurred, that is iron loss and copper loss. So these losses will be changing with respect to what the time period. So the second type of loss known as what, copper loss, and it takes place in the what, winding of a transformer, and it is also known as what, variable loss. It occurs only when the transformer are in the what, loaded condition. So obviously these losses cannot judge what, some specific time for the distribution transformer. So throughout a day, whatever be the losses taken place, that means throughout 24 hours whatever be the losses taken place, then whatever be the water efficiency of that particular transformer, so that can be calculated. So that is nothing but a the all day efficiency. Now this is about what, all day efficiency of a transformer. Now in next video we'll come up with some more bits of what, first module of a single phase transformer. Thank you.